I'm here to tell you about the girl who gave voice to my silence. My world had always been quiet, sometimes peacefully, but mostly painfully. I was born deaf, and though I learned to read lips and sin, I grew up feeling like the universe had pressed me against glass, close enough to see life, but never quite part of it. People often didn't have the patience. They'd look away when I struggled to keep up, or worse, pity me. So I built my life around solitude books, writing long walks with only the rhythm of my own heartbeat to keep me company. Then, one rainy evening, she walked in. I was at the campus library, tucked away in my usual corner. My laptop sat open with half-finished poems typed across the screen. That's when I felt the shift in air when someone steps close. I looked up. She was dripping wet, hair plastered to her face, jacket soaked through, but her smile. It was brighter than the storm outside. She pointed at the chair across from me, asking without words if she could sit. I nodded. I expected silence. Instead, she pulled out a notebook and scribbled, "Hi, I'm Elena. I hope I'm not bothering you." I blinked. People usually spoke first, waiting for me to fumble through explanations. She had chosen a different route. My lips curled into something I hadn't felt in a while, an unguarded smile. I wrote back, "Not at all. I'm Ava." From that night, Elena became a disruption in the silence I'd grown too comfortable with. She didn't treat me like glass. She learned sign language slowly at first, with clumsy fingers and endless giggles when she messed up. But she tried, and that effort touched me deeper than any perfect word ever could. One afternoon, she showed up at my apartment with groceries. I frowned, confused, as she set them down. She signed awkwardly, but clearly, "You eat like a bird." "I'm cooking." I laughed so hard my chest hurt. No one had cared enough to notice before. Days melted into weeks. She dragged me out of my bubble. Late night walks, art galleries, even an impromptu dance in the middle of the street when no cars were around. She'd hold my hands, guiding me with her rhythm. And for once, I didn't feel left out of the music. The walls I'd built started to crumble. One evening, I confessed the fear that haunted me most. I signed, hands trembling. "What if you get tired of the silence?" She didn't answer right away. Instead, she leaned close and pressed her forehead to mine. Then, with her hand steady, she signed back, "Your silence is the most beautiful sound I've ever known." I cried then, not the quiet, hidden tears I usually shed, but a flood that shook through me. And Elena held me until the storm inside calmed. Our friendship slipped into something more before either of us admitted it. The way her hand always found mine, the way my gaze lingered on her lips, not to read them, but to memorize their curve. The night it changed. We were sitting on my balcony, watching the city lights flicker like fireflies. She turned to me, signed slowly, carefully, "Ava, I like you. More than friends." My heart stopped. Then it raced. My hands fumbled as I signed back, "Me too." So much. Her lips brushed mine gently, like a question. I answered with all the years of loneliness I'd carried, pouring it into that kiss. It felt like coming home. Since then, life has been louder in ways I never imagined. Not with sound, but with color, touch, and the kind of laughter that echoes in your chest even if you can't hear it. Elena saved me not by fixing me, because I was never broken. She saved me by seeing me. by loving me in the silence and teaching me that even without sound, my life could sing. And now, every time she takes my hand, I know I was never truly alone. I was just waiting for her. Thank you for listening. If you liked this story, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more heartwarming stories just like this one.